guys? My name is Dr. Yonas Tekeste. I'm a physical therapist, and we're going to show you guys how to set up a regular walker real simple, quick, and easy so you can walk smoothly in life and enjoy yourself. And there are a lot of kinds of walkers, but today we're going to talk about a two-wheeled walker, which is a very standard walker. It's also called a front-wheeled walker, and essentially there's two wheels on the front. There's a lot of other kinds of walkers, such as a single point walker, four-wheeled walker, there's upright walkers, but today we're just going to focus on this and keep it simple. First thing we're going to talk about is setting up the correct height. So typically if you're inside the walker and if your hands are at your side, there should be a slight bend at the elbow and the handle part should be at your wrist crease. Sometimes it can be too low, just like this walker, and if it's too low, we're going to really bend forward and not have good posture. We're going to slouch, and you can put a lot more pressure on your back and on your arms as well. And sometimes if the walker is even too high, this one is a little bit high for me, you'll essentially just put more pressure on your legs and less on your hands, which sometimes that's good, so we don't really rely on our arms. But for me, I'm about 6'1". This walker is a good height. When I'm at my side, there is a slight elbow bend, and it's also at my wrist creases, just like this. So that's the walker height. Next, we're going to talk about actually the position of the wheels. Did you guys know that the walker wheels could be on the outside, just like that, or on the inside? And they're very easy to switch. To switch it, all you have to do is you can just, even when changing the walker height, all you have to do is push this button here, and then you can take it off, and you can raise it down one or up one, just depending on what you want. But if you want to move the wheels to the different side, so for example, these are on the inside, and we're going to move them on the outside, and we'll talk about why as well. You just pop them off like that, boom, boom, pretty simple. And I'm going to do this over here. It takes less than a minute. Just pop them here, and boom, just like that. Now these are back on the outside. And there's different reasons why you would move the wheels on the inside or outside. So typically, when the wheels are on the outside, the walker is more stable, but it's wider. So I'd say for a patient, if the size of a doorway doesn't matter, you can keep them on the outside, especially if they're a fall risk, if they're more unsteady. But let's say you live in a home with a narrow hallway, because there are narrow places and you need to fit through, because some doors are not ADA accessible, you want to move the wheels on the inside. And I'd say only do that if you feel safe with your balance and walk confidently, because first comes safety. If it's a fall risk, then it's not worth it. We don't want any falls or anything. Lastly, we're going to talk about the shoes of a walker, or the bottom of a walker, because sometimes when a walker doesn't have anything on the bottom, like this walker for example, it can be very tough to push it. It might not glide as smoothly on surfaces. It might just be a challenge for whoever's using it. So one option is you can do nothing. You can have them bare and ball just like that. Another option, you can have a tennis ball on the bottom of your walkers, just like this. This is not the cleanest, it's not the sanitary, because they collect dust and they get worn out, but it's an option because it can make the walker glide very smoothly. And you can buy pre-cut tennis balls, or you can cut them yourself. You just want to be very cautious to not cut your finger, because there's ways to do it correctly and there's dangerous ways as well. Lastly, if you don't have a tennis ball, this is the best recommendation I have, is to have a walker slider on the bottom, just like this. They're kind of like shoes and they slide real smooth. You can easily replace them as well, and this walker glides.